Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, seeking his third division world title. Wearing white trunks with yellow and silver trim, the young star of boxing from Baltimore and representing his adopted home of Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at 139 3/4 pounds with a sensational record of 24 wins, no losses. He has 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the popular and acclaimed three-time two-division world champion, the hard-hitting, current and undefeated WBA super featherweight and WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta.
On Netflix, to those of you joining us right here in Texas. Are you ready to make history? Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, silver and chrome trunks. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 227.2 pounds. He holds a near perfect professional record of 10 victories, 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, USA. He is the multi-talented superstar who bridged the gap between social media and professional boxing. Boxer, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a promoter, and the self-proclaimed of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul.
The lights dim, then burst to life as two forces from completely different worlds prepare to collide: Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the undefeated powerhouse of modern boxing, and Jake Paul, the YouTuber-turned-pugilist who's made chaos his calling card. The crowd roars to life, phones light up the arena like stars, and every fan in attendance knows they're witnessing something bigger than just another fight night. This is more than a contest of fists, it's a collision of legacies. Power meets popularity, experience clashes with ambition, and somewhere between the noise and the neon, history waits to be written. Can Tank Davis reaffirm his dominance as boxing's most dangerous finisher, or will Jake Paul once again shock the world and force everyone to take his name seriously? Every eye is locked on the squared circle, every heartbeat synced with the sound of gloves being laced. Two fighters, two stories, one defining moment. This isn't hype, this is the fight the world's been buzzing about. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, a clash destined to change how we define greatness in the modern boxing era.
You called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. Let's run it. Like, I'd be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
You talking about me fighting Jake Paul, man? You talking about that?
My response to them is just give me a couple more months, because I'm going to accomplish more things in just a matter of months, and I plan on doing everything in this sport that there is to be.
Jake Paul's stunning victory over the legendary Mike Tyson has flipped the boxing world on its head. What many once dismissed as a circus act has evolved into a legitimate career, and that win proved it beyond doubt. By defeating a heavyweight icon, Paul didn't just break the internet. He forced the sport's biggest names to acknowledge his rapid rise from entertainer to credible contender. Seasoned pro or BBV has already chimed in, questioning how Paul might perform against today's undisputed champions, but admitting the kid's momentum is impossible to ignore. Turv, another respected fighter, added that he'd gladly watch Jake climb back through the ropes to test himself again, a sign that even skeptics are starting to take notice. Jake's unmatched ability to sell a fight, combined with his fearless self-promotion, makes any potential matchup headline material. Rumors of a showdown with PBF2 are swirling, but one dream scenario dominates every debate: Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez. Critics call it unrealistic, some even laugh it off, yet after his latest win, one can't help but wonder. In this unpredictable era of boxing, could Jake Paul really be the next man to challenge a legend?
How easy of a fight is Jake Paul?
Eh?
How easy of a fight is Jake Paul?
I don't want to say any bad things. I think he doing good things for his own team, but boxing is a little bit different when you fight in a real fighter. Yeah, real fighter. In this at this point, I'm not interested in that kind of fights. I always try to fight in these days because it's very important for our people from Mexican days. So it's important. It's important to represent my country in this special day. Represent Mexico. That's why I try to not fight Mexican fighters. But at the end of the day, this fight is gonna be good for Mexico. So 2 Mexicans in the Cinco de Mayo weekend in Las Vegas. Everybody's watching us. So I'm very proud about it.
Jake Paul's rapid ascent through the boxing world has now drawn the attention of none other than Mexico's living legend, Canelo Alvarez. Riding the wave of a spectacular knockout victory, Paul wasted no time calling out the pound-for-pound king, proposing what could be one of the most explosive matchups in recent memory, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. It wasn't just a call-out, it was a declaration that Jake Paul intends to stand among boxing's elite. Once dismissed as a celebrity sideshow, Jake has methodically reshaped his image. Through relentless training, sharp strategy, and fearless ambition, he's turning skeptics into believers. His rise isn't accidental, it's the product of discipline and daring, the very traits that define champions. A potential clash with Canelo wouldn't merely be a fight, it would be a cultural event, a worldwide spectacle that blurs the line between entertainment and athletic greatness. And with each victory, Jake Paul continues to prove that his mission isn't about attention anymore. It's about respect, legacy, and carving his name into the story of modern boxing, one audacious challenge at a time.
Of Jaime as an opponent, 43-0, 34 knockouts. He's only 27 years old. He's never fought someone like Canelo Alvarez. What do you think of him as an opponent?
He's a great fighter. He's strong. He throw a lot of punches. He have a winner mind. So it's gonna be a good fight because he come with all and I come with all. So it's gonna be a very good fight. That's why I feel so proud about this fight because you need to fight it with the same mentality to have a great fight. And I think this is the perfect fight to do.
Does it excite you? Does it give you more motivation to fight a young up-and-comer who doesn't have a loss yet on his record?
Yeah, of course. That motivate me a lot. That make me feel excited because I just want to show everybody who's the best and who is Canelo and what I am in this point. So I feel very, very motivated. I feel excited and I can't wait.
Canelo Alvarez, the face of modern boxing, has finally broken his silence on the growing buzz surrounding a potential clash with Jake Paul. His answer was measured but intriguing, maybe later. For now, the Mexican superstar is keeping his attention on legacy fights and championship challenges that solidify his place among the all-time greats. Meanwhile, Jake Paul isn't slowing down. Every press event, every interview, every post, he's pushing harder for that dream matchup, building momentum and keeping fans talking. But Canelo's stance remains firm. He's focused on maintaining the integrity of his career and preserving the rich tradition of the sport before considering any crossover spectacle that blurs the line between boxing and entertainment. Still, not everyone agrees with Canelo's approach. American boxing and MMA powerhouse Claressa Shields didn't mince words. She called him out directly, urging him to quit talking and step up to face Paul. Yet, in the same breath, Shields expressed her own frustration with Jake, accusing him of turning the sport into chaos through his relentless promotion and headline-driven tactics. The result? A fiery debate dividing fans and fighters alike. Is Jake Paul a visionary reshaping boxing's future, or simply an entertainer riding a wave of controversy? Whatever the answer, one thing's certain, both Canelo and Jake have the entire combat world watching their every move.
Hey, you say you want to fight Canelo? Now this is what I want to understand about the men's in boxing. Huh? This is what I want to understand.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
This is what the GWOT don't understand.
Yeah, we'll let China.
If Jake Paul, right, and y'all complain and say, oh, he's not a real boxer, he's bad for boxing, this and that, he ain't that good of a boxer, why the hell y'all won't get in the ring and fight him and beat him? Couldn't no girl from YouTube come to boxing? Yeah, Clarissa Shields gonna get in the ring and whoop her ass and send her back to YouTube. Which one of you guys who Jake Paul is calling out, and I'm even gonna say this for the King Canelo. If Jake Paul is calling you out talking about he can beat you in a fight, why won't you just whoop his ass?
Yes. Like, for real.
Just do it. What is all this? Oh, he hasn't earned the fight with me. He isn't that great. He's not a real boxer. Well, show him he's not a real boxer.
Get some free money.
Shut him up. It's a check.